Hello, sports fans, and welcome to a moment that has quickly become one of the most anticipated showdowns of the Australian Open 2026. Today's focus is on a matchup that has captured global attention and ignited conversation across the tennis world. Coco Gauff facing Elina Svitolina. In a tournament already rich with intensity, surprises, and elite-level performances, this encounter stands out as a defining clash between two competitors who embody very different, but equally compelling approaches to the modern game. From the opening days of this Australian Open, Melbourne has lived up to its reputation. The relentless heat, the unforgiving conditions, and the high stakes of Grand Slam tennis have pushed players to their limits. Every round has delivered drama, and while many eyes remain fixed on rankings and title favorites, Gauff and Svitolina have quietly built narratives of their own. Each has navigated the draw with determination, intelligence, and an unmistakable hunger, setting the stage for a contest that feels as much psychological as it is physical. Coco Gauff arrives at this point in the tournament as one of the most dynamic forces in women's tennis. At just 20 years old, she has already transitioned from prodigy to proven contender. Her game is defined by explosive movement, powerful ground strokes, and exceptional speed that allows her to turn defense into offense in an instant. Throughout this tournament, she has displayed a level of composure that speaks to her growth, managing pressure moments with clarity and confidence. The raw talent has always been there, but what has stood out most is her evolving decision-making and emotional control during tight situations. Across the net stands Elina Svitolina, a player whose career has been built on resilience, discipline, and tactical awareness. Her experience on the biggest stages gives her a distinct presence, one rooted in patience and precision rather than sheer force. Known for her ability to construct points carefully and absorb pace, Svitolina has long been admired for her consistency and mental toughness. Her path through this tournament has highlighted those strengths, as she has blended steady baseline play with smart adjustments, neutralizing opponents who rely heavily on aggression. This matchup represents a classic contrast in styles. Gauff brings pace, athleticism, and assertive shot-making, looking to control points early and dictate rallies. Svitolina counters with structure, variation, and an ability to disrupt rhythm, often extending exchanges until openings appear. For fans watching around the world, this is the kind of pairing that defines high-level tennis, where strategy, execution, and adaptability are constantly tested. Inside Rod Laver Arena, the atmosphere reflects the magnitude of the occasion. The stands are filled with a mix of passionate supporters and neutral observers, all aware that they are witnessing a moment that could shape the tournament's direction. Every movement, every warm-up exchange carries weight. There is a sense that this match is not simply about advancing to the next round, but about making a statement on one of the sport's most prestigious stages. From the early exchanges, both players signal their intent. Gauff looks to establish her presence by stepping into the court, applying pressure with aggressive returns, and using her forehand to push Svitolina deep behind the baseline. Her serve appears sharp, producing pace and accuracy that allow her to control early points and earn quick holds. The American's foot speed and anticipation enable her to track down difficult balls, keeping rallies alive even when she is under pressure. Svitolina responds with measured calm. Rather than rushing or forcing the issue, she leans into her strengths, extending rallies and testing Gauff's patience. She introduces variation through slices, changes in height, and subtle angles that prevent Gauff from settling into a predictable rhythm. Her court positioning and anticipation allow her to redirect pace effectively, turning Gauff's power into neutral exchanges when needed. As the match rhythm develops, the balance becomes evident. Gauff's aggressive instincts generate winners and draw reactions from the crowd, while Svitolina's consistency keeps games close and pressure constant. Extended rallies become a defining feature, showcasing both players' fitness and willingness to engage in physical exchanges. Each point feels earned, and neither competitor gives ground easily. Key moments begin to emerge as the set progresses. Svitolina's ability to remain composed in longer games allows her to capitalize on rare openings, particularly when rallies stretch and patience becomes paramount. Gauff, in response, adjusts her approach, tightening her shot selection and choosing moments to step inside the baseline more carefully. These subtle shifts underline the tactical depth of the contest. As the match continues, the psychological dimension becomes increasingly apparent. Gauff's body language reflects determination and belief, even when points slip away. Svitolina's demeanor remains steady, her focus unwavering regardless of the scoreboard. This contrast adds another layer of intrigue, as momentum shifts are shaped not only by shot-making, but by emotional control. The intensity inside the arena grows with every game. Fans react audibly to extended rallies, sudden changes of direction, and moments of brilliance for both players. There is a shared understanding that this contest is unfolding at a level worthy of the occasion, blending athletic spectacle with strategic nuance. As play progresses, both athletes demonstrate why they belong on this stage. Gauff's willingness to take risks, coupled with her speed and power, keeps her firmly in contention during every exchange. Svitolina's discipline and adaptability allow her to weather pressure and maintain structure, even when facing aggressive sequences. Neither player dominates outright, reinforcing the sense that the outcome will be determined by execution in the most critical moments. Physically, the demands of the match are evident. The Melbourne conditions test endurance, and recovery between points becomes as important as shot selection. Both players show signs of fatigue, but continue to push, relying on conditioning and mental resolve to sustain their level. This aspect adds another dimension to the contest, highlighting the grind that defines Grand Slam tennis. Beyond the immediate action, the significance of this matchup extends to the broader tournament narrative. A victory here would represent a major step forward, not only in terms of progression through the draw, but in confidence and momentum. For Gauff, it would reinforce her status as a leading contender capable of navigating complex tactical battles. For Svitolina, it would underline her continued relevance and ability to challenge the sport's rising stars. Across social media and commentary circles, anticipation continues to build. Analysts discuss potential adjustments, fans debate momentum swings, and former players weigh in on the strategic implications of the matchup. The conversation reflects the depth of interest surrounding this encounter, a testament to the respect both competitors command. As the match unfolds, it becomes clear that this is more than a simple test of power versus defense. It is a demonstration of adaptability, resilience, and belief. Each player is forced to confront the other's strengths, making real-time adjustments that reveal the chess-like nature of elite tennis. Regardless of how the final stages play out, what is already evident is the quality of tennis on display. The exchanges, the athleticism, and the mental engagement combine to create a contest that embodies the essence of the Australian Open. It is the kind of match that reminds fans why Grand Slam tennis holds such a unique place in the sporting landscape. Looking ahead, the implications of this battle will resonate beyond this single encounter. The lessons learned, the confidence gained, and the adjustments made here will influence how each player approaches the remainder of the season. For viewers, it offers a compelling snapshot of where the women's game stands today, rich with talent, diversity of style, and competitive depth. As the tournament continues, moments like this define its legacy. They capture the imagination, spark debate, and leave lasting impressions. Coco Gauff and Elina Svitolina, through their presence and performance, contribute to that legacy, delivering a contest worthy of the stage and the expectations that come with it. This is the Australian Open at its finest. Intensity under pressure, skill under scrutiny, and athletes pushing the boundaries of what they can achieve. Whatever the final outcome, this matchup stands as a powerful reminder of the drama, beauty, and relentless challenge that define tennis at the highest level.